So this is before the Sabo. Let's just see if you can pick that ball up. So her hand's tight from her increased spasticity. Okay, this is the Sabo Flex device. And what it's used for is anyone who's had a neurological insult or injury, especially after a stroke, incomplete spinal cord injury or brain injury, might benefit utilizing this if their arm-hand function has been limited. As you see, what it does is allow her to be able to attempt to use her hand more functionally. Since without the device, she has a really hard time with opening her hand. It's kept in a more flexed position because she has what's called increased spasticity, where her muscle tone is pretty tight when she goes to try to attempt to do anything and at rest. So she's unable to open her hand on her own. So this device puts her hand in the most optimum position of function so that she can work on grasp and release, and the object is to do things with mass repetitions. Research is showing with mass repetitions, with something more functionally related, we can improve with motor recovery and find new pathways within the brain to help arm and hand function. Just a little bit about your hand before using the device.
I had the same as no use of my hand. And I wanted to be able to use my hand some to help me. I was right-handed, and I found it very hard to use only the left hand.
And so since you've been using the device, what kind of changes have you seen?
I am now able to help myself with my bath and use that hand to wash over on this side. I now make the bed after Dave washes it and put the sheets and stuff back on. We do have a bed that rolls up that helps me, but I'm able to make the entire bed. I'm able to take the dishes out of the dishwasher.
That's great. So that she's working on her shoulder, her elbow. Now this is the point when she's opening that the electrodes are kicking in, so they're helping with that extension. And then she's going to squeeze. And then really get that stimulation kicked in to even extend further. And there you see it kick in for the thumb. Just going to let that work for about 10 seconds and then go back to squeezing again when it's off.
Oh, before she started using the Sabo, she couldn't do anything with her arm. She couldn't raise it up or anything of that nature. And after she started using the Sabo, it wasn't too long, and then she could raise her arm up where before she couldn't, and she could start to move and extend her elbow and use her hand and stuff like that with the Sabo on, not with it off, but it helped her tremendously.